Alright, so I'm out here at Krown, and this is going to be a little different video because we're going to do an older vehicle and get it treated with Krown Rustproof. This is my 2015 Ford F-250. This is one of the old steel bodies. This truck came out of Colorado, so there is like no rust on this truck. In fact, if I show you, all the places that a Ford normally rust, like right here, this is where they all rust out. If you open the door, normally this is where they rust out, and there's no rust on this truck. I mean, for a 10-year-old truck, it's in really good condition. So we're going to get her crowned today, and I've done other videos on Krown, like on my Toyota that I had treated, but we're going to do something a little different here. We're going to do it on a used vehicle. What's the advantages to doing it on a used vehicle? I'll show you with this. They're going to get it up on the hoist, and I'm going to get underneath, and I'm going to take some video of it. But this is what we're looking at right now. There's a little bit of surface rust on this, but it's not horrible. And like I say, this is a 10-year-old vehicle. So for what it has, I think it's minimal. So what's the Krown going to do? It's going to slow this down, if not stop the rust from proceeding further than it is. Now you have to treat it with something. I mean, if you don't treat it, it's going to rust out. I got a friend that's got this exact same truck. It's a year newer than mine. His is a 16. And his is rusting out. He's never treated it. His hood's rusting, his fenders are rusting over the wheel wells, his bed's rusting. I'm sure that his frame is. I've never got underneath and looked at it, but you have to treat them with something. In Michigan, we're in the Rust Belt. They use salt heavily here. So before I get into a winter with this truck, I'm going to get it treated. So we're at Krown today. Once he gets it up on the hoist, I'm going to try to get underneath it real quick and get some video of it, the before and during the process, and then afterwards I'll show you what it looks like afterwards. So this will be, I do this every year. So every year we'll get underneath it and we'll update this every year, and I'll show you the progress on it. But I swear by Krown, I know what it did on my my Toyota. That thing is like brand new underneath. So we're going to get the Super Duty treated and show it some love and see how she holds up over the next few years. So, alright, so I'll be back in a few minutes. Alright, so we're at Krown here. Going to get its first spray. We got her up on the lip, so I'm going to get underneath it and give you a before, show you what she looks like. Now, this is, like I said, this is a 2015 truck, so it's 9 years old. So we're going to show what the advantage to doing an older vehicle with Krown is. Now, basically, the control arms, and they're not horrible. I mean, for an older vehicle, this truck was in Colorado, and they don't use salt out there like we do here. Like I say, this is a 2015, so here's my cross members, and now they're going to spray all this down, and this is all going to stop this rust from progressing any further. I know what it did to my Toyota. My Toyota was absolutely perfect. But I mean, look at this. This is normally where Fords here in Michigan, they're rusted out. There's holes. And this thing is like, it's like brand new. I can't believe the condition of this truck, actually. So this is why it's important that I get it Krown Rustproof. Here's the other side. Same story. Nothing. No rust. The body mounts locations are good. I mean, like I said, this condition of this truck is just amazing. Now, like I said, this truck used to be owned by a utility company of some kind, and the bed of the truck has been Swiss cheesed. They had all kinds of equipment mounted in it. So it's also important that it gets sprayed down with the Krown. I can't see any holes here, but trust me, the bed's full of holes. But like I said, I want to take care of this truck. I don't want it to go through a Michigan winter without being Krown treated. You know, my Toyota, they did my Toyota Tacoma, and the same thing. I mean, the thing looks like brand new underneath. Now the trick to this is you know, they'll spray inside the trailer hitch and everything. The trick to this is once you get it treated, you get the absolute, if you run it through a car wash, you get the absolute cheapest car wash you can. And the reason I say that is you don't want an underbody spray, because you'll just wash off all the rust proof, and that does you no good then. So, alright, I'm going to let the boys get to work here and do their thing, and we'll be filming some of this process as we go. Okay, so he's under here doing the initial spray now. But this is just the initial. He's going to go over it real thorough. They're going to get their wands out, get inside everything. This is just the first spray. I've watched them do this before, and I mean, these guys, they cover everything. I try to stay away from the truck a little bit when he's spraying, so it don't get all over my camera, because you can see the clouds, the fog. Now once they start doing inside the doors and the rockers and everything, it's going to be the same way. You know, it'll fog everything. It'll fill every little nook and cranny on this truck. Now this is, let's see, we're in the beginning of September here, and I may get underneath it before winter in a couple of months. It gives me some spray cans and stuff that I can touch it up with, or I can come back here and have them touch it up, but and then, you know, it won't get touched again all winter. Now, in the springtime, when it starts getting warm, this stuff will start creeping again, and it'll start dripping. It'll come out of the weep holes in the doors and everything. It never hardens. It stays liquid forever, and it constantly creeps and moves. Now, he gave me, last time I was in here with my Toyota, he gave me some cans of, you know, different kinds of lubricant. And when I did the shocks on the truck, I got underneath it and I sprayed all the fasteners down with this lubricant, and I let it sit for a couple days. It was a penetrant, and I let it sit for a couple days. Everything came right apart. I mean, super easy, no problems at all. So that's the other advantage to having everything Krowned, is it's going to creep into all the bolts and all the threads and the nuts, and if you ever have to have it service of any kind, you got to take something apart, it's going to make it come apart a lot easier than if you did nothing. Now there again, like I said, everybody does new vehicles, and it shows the advantage to doing new vehicles. How about the advantage to doing an old vehicle? This one's 9 years old. Thankfully, it's never seen a Michigan winter. Like I said, it was a Colorado truck, and I mean, you saw underneath, it's spotless. I can't believe the condition of this truck. So, I say it's important to get it Krowned. My Toyota, like I said, it's like brand new underneath. There's nothing. This is a great product. Okay, first probe. Oh, that's just a shorter wand. Gives them a little more control. too much of a pest, but I want to show what you're doing. Well, he just got up inside the frame rails with that and sprayed up inside it. Anywhere there's a hole, he'll stick that probe and spray, and it'll fog everything on the inside. See, we're getting inside my control arms there. Like I said, over the next few weeks, it's still warm here in Michigan. We're still in the 80s. Over the next few weeks, being that it's warm like this stuff is really going to spread, and it'll spread into everything. Now, I have had guys ask me questions about does it stay in your driveway? Because when I bring it home and I park it in the driveway, yeah, it's gonna drip. You're gonna see, I'll see oil on the driveway for a couple of weeks, but after a couple of good rainstorms, it all washes away. This product is non-toxic. I got, cats in the neighborhood, and they can get underneath it, and it's not gonna hurt them. If you parked it on your lawn, which is what they recommend you do, is to park it on your grass when you get home for a couple days if you're worried about your driveway, because it won't kill the grass. Not like any other product that's out there. Like I say, my driveway is not in the greatest condition. It's a 50-year-old driveway probably. The surface is a little rough, so I'm not really too concerned about it. I just park mine in my driveway. But having said that, after a couple of weeks, few weeks, you get a few good rainstorms, and there's no sign of it. It does not permanently stain the driveway. Everything in here, you got to walk like a duck in here because the floor is so oily. You just kind of slide around. You see there, you just get inside the trailer hitch. So I've had questions in the past on the other videos that I did. A couple of questions I had was, does it get on the brakes? Does it cause any problems with your brakes? Does it get on the brakes? I'm going to say yes. Does it cause any problems with the brakes? No, it didn't affect my braking. It probably cooks off real quick, so I didn't have an issue with that. What else have I been asked? Like new again. So, my thing is now with the economy the way it is, and crazy prices for vehicles, and quality of the vehicles going down, I'll stick with this old truck. It's got all the bugs worked out of it. That's too funny. He's spraying on one side and the mist is coming out on this side. good coverage on it. He's getting inside all the leaf holes. Inside the roof holes on the cross member there, inside the frame rails, behind the fuel tank shrouds. Like I said, this is just the surface treatment on the bottom. Wait till, you know, they'll do inside the doors and the rocker panels and to protect all of that from the inside. Where does most rust start? It starts from the inside and works its way out. By the time you see rust on your vehicle, it's too late. It's already rusted out on the inside. Hopefully this will prevent it, or at least slow it down and prolong it. Like I say here, yeah, is it important to do it on a new vehicle? Sure it is. I think it's just important to do it on a good, clean, used vehicle like this one. It's going to prolong it. It's going to make it last. Okay, so now we get to the part where we're going to drill some holes. We drilled on a couple here and there so the probes can get in and they'll be able to spray inside everything. And of course, you don't have to worry about it rusting because this stuff creeps in. It's going to fill that hole in with oil and it's not going to rust. So they pop a few holes in here and there. Let's see what he's doing in the back here. Oh, taillights are coming out. That's right. Yeah. It's thick, right? Yeah, he was saying it takes him a while to drill the holes in an older vehicle because the steel's so thick. He said the new ones, he pops right through it. So yeah, so they pop the tail lights out. They'll spray behind all that. They'll put their probes inside here and they'll spray inside the tailgate. Might make my tailgate open easier now. Yeah, they did this on my Toyota too. They popped the tail lights out. So yeah, so we put, you know, they'll put a plug in there after, once he treats it, he'll put a plug in there. Got one over here. They'll put a plug in there. I don't know what else he's got.
Factory plug there.
No, there's some factory plugs that he pulls. Yeah.
Be able to put our wand in there.
Yeah. There's some kind of a sealant, like a foam sealant in there.
A little bit of foam in there.
So yeah, they'll foam everything. I mean, oil everything, fog it. Yeah, he took the plug out of there. And that's the one that's going to keep this from rusting out. This is where all the Fords rust out, is right here.
Cab corners.
I mean, they're known for it. This one has nothing. Oh, once you put on a little lube. Putting some silicone spray on my rubber, that's awesome. These guys are so thorough. You know, a lot of guys say, oh, I do my own, I just do it in my driveway, I buy the cans, and you know what, I could do that. Could I do it as good as these guys? No. There's no way. I'm honest with myself. The way that all the probes and everything they have, the way they get inside of everything, they do it 10 times better than I could do. Yeah, I can cover the surface of everything, but I can't get inside everything like they do. And do I really want to waste my whole day doing that? These guys will have this done in no time. So here, what's under? You can't really see much under my hood. It's just like every engine today. Every engine bay. It's so full of stuff. But they'll spray the hood. They'll get in all the holes of the hood. They'll spray the hood down. So I guess your shoes are very, very waterproof.
Oh yeah.
He could probably walk on water. They're so waterproof. I mean, everything in here is so oily. I know, right?
That's what it does.
I know. They got carpets underneath the truck, so just so you can walk on it without falling on your butt. And it's like you step on it and the oil just squishes up out of it.
Being from California, you know, that little bit of surface rust. You'll get that in California.
Oh yeah,
even.
from the ocean, the salt air. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Even inland, just water, any sort of moisture. Just
I think most of that's just stone chip.
you know, yeah, probably. Oh yeah, snow.
You know.
They do that in Colorado.
Yeah, they use. When I got this truck, there was like 7 stone chips in the windshield, and I had to put a new windshield on it.
Oh, nice.
And because they don't use salt, they use sand, and there's gravel in the sand. There we go. See, look at there. That's what I'm talking about. Can I do that? No. And he just told me the other thing is too is when they spray this in here, not only can they get inside the little places that I can't, but the solution is also heated. So
This is a good shot right here.
so he's spraying it down with a hot oil. Look at this, look at the fog coming out the back. Sprays it in one end, fog comes out the other. So, and like I said, this is a heated oil that he's putting on here. So it's really going to shred.
It's a good shot, Rick. Watch this over here. Watch how come out and see how it's coming out the bottom there.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you can see it coming out.
That's how we know we're getting all the way down here.
Yeah. Look at it coming out on the top of the hood.
This truck will not rust.
Nope. I swear by it. I know what my little Toyota looked like, and those things are known for rusting and nothing. See how it goes in and out with that wand? Sprays both sides of it. It
Kind
covers
of waving
everything.
back and forth.
Yeah.
Inside the coat, all the window and door mechanisms and wiring. Rockers, most important part.
So that mist, it'll go all the way up to the top.
Get that cap corner.
There's the important one right there.
We'll really soak that.
This is where they all rust.
And you'll see it coming out that hole over here. In the front. So we know we're getting it all the way down that rock.
Oh yeah. Look at, you can see the mist coming out the bottom of the rocker. That's awesome. Yep. Get inside my little half door. Yeah, look at the mist coming out the top. Coming out the latch. Coming out the top of the door. Look at that. Like I said, it covers everything. Nothing is immune. So yeah, funny thing is he's got a couple of workers here that do a real good job, but
We use the longer one, you know,
right.
that you can finish up the door.
Oh yeah, I remember that. They was just telling me they got a longer rod they used to get inside the bed. They did that on my Toyota too. Well, this man that's doing the work right now, he's the owner. Who cares? He actually comes out and gets involved and makes sure that everything is done properly. He cares about what he does. His reputation is based on it. So I think that's really, really cool. Am I going to get that at any other location? Maybe, but I doubt it. I admire the man for caring about his customers and the results that we achieve. Now, I'll come in every year and get this done. It's cheap, in my opinion. It's cheap insurance. I think my Toyota was $150 a year, and I think they said this is going to be $170 because it's a little bigger truck, but still well worth it in my opinion. So he's spraying one side of the tailgate, and he's coming out the other side here. It might make my latch work better. They're so thorough. There's a bunch of mud inside my trailer hitch. I don't know how that got in there. It tells you I haven't used the hitch in a while. Since I got this truck with this 8-foot bed, I don't really got to tow my utility trailer anymore.
It got in there good.
Yep. He sprays one side and the vapor comes out everywhere. Look at that. That's just crazy. That's so cool. Back it out. This guy got it all done. Tail lights are all back in and everything. Next thing that's going to happen is it's going to get a bath. When they're all done with it, they wash it. So they're going to pull another car in here in a minute, and then they'll give mine a wash. Okay, so the truck's getting a bath now. And there again, the owner of the company's doing it. Gotta love that, right? Takes pride in what he does. So yeah, so this will wash off all the overspray. Of course, they don't wash underneath. So that's the other thing now. If you go through a car wash after having this treatment done, You never get the underbody wash. So in the wintertime, when it's snowing here and, you know, the salt's getting on the side of the truck, and I go through the car wash with it because it's convenient because I work so many hours. I get the absolute cheapest car wash I can. It's like $7. And there's no underbody spray. It's just soap the top, brush the sides down, rinse it, that's it. Once and done. You don't want to get the underbody wash because that'll just wash all the oil off, and that's not good. That kind of defeats your purpose. So I don't even have to spend a lot of money for car washes. Now in the summertime, I like to, you know, I hand wash my, you know, I like to wash my vehicle, but in the wintertime, you know, it's cold and nasty and snowing, and you know, I'm tired, I've worked a lot, and yeah, it just goes through the car wash.
Start all that.
So I just asked the owner, I said, hey, do you know of a woman that can take all my money? And he said, yeah, I got one in the office. So here I am. No, she's awesome. These people take really good care of me. So this is the front office here. And I've used some of these products too. This fast-acting penetrant. This is what I sprayed on all my shock bolts and everything when I took it apart. And then I used the chain lube on all my bicycles. The other two, I haven't really played around with them a whole lot. This one here, this is just, you know, basically Krown in a can. The same product they use, so if I, you know, need to get underneath it and touch it up, I'll be using some of that. But, you know, some of their other products are real good. I really like them. All right, so I'm going to pause this because I got to get my wallet out.